Hello. Now, it's time for me to teach you my lineage. I'm going to do it step by step. Can't show you everything tonight, but I'm going to give you an introduction into ritual, into blessing, and into making things sacred. And it's going to be very simple and very inexpensive, I guarantee you. I will also show you some things that may cost a little bit, but it's something that you can accumulate in time. You don't have to buy everything now, but throughout this video, I'm going to teach you some things, give you the basic on some things, and I'm going to allow you to open yourself up to finding your own way of doing things. You might say to yourself, why? Some of this sounds like other lineages. You know, there's a basic root to everything. Mine is very, very old, and the good thing about that is that when you learn about other lineages, you're going to find one verifies the other. Now, let's begin. The first thing you're going to buy, and the most important out of all of them, is this. This is sea salt, and this is kosher sea salt, which means that it's purified, which means it's excellent for holy water. Now, everything that you use to make holy water needs to be purified. You need to boil your mason jars. You need to clean and fully dry any bowls you're going to be using. I use this lovely crystal bowl, and I've got a cactus amethyst in there, which I'll show you in a moment. Now, some of the things that you're going to be using, you're going to find just walking along a seashore or in the woods, or you might just see something like this. Now, I'll show that to you a little closer. This is an aquamarine, and it's definitely in the raw, and I found this myself, and I should have dug up more. But to use this in holy water, all these things are for free, which is perfect. You have to scrub it really well. I'd say wash it 3 times with soap, rinse it 3 times or 6 times or 9 times. You got to get everything off of it, because after you create your holy water, if there's any debris in it at all, it will start growing new life, and you don't want that. You want to keep your holy water, and you want to use it for further rituals and healing purposes, and to bless yourself, and renewal and rebirth, which is the sea, which comes to our next stone. This is granite, and this was polished by the ocean. This is a quartz. This will disappear in water because it's quartz, but it's perfect because it connects us with the ocean, with our source of life, and that's a part of blessing and ritual and holy water. And the moon. This moon that's coming up is connected to Cancer and the moon and water. It's perfect. So, and this aquamarine is connected with the throat chakra. It's very important for ritual work because that's the color of the throat chakra, and you'll be reciting lots of prayers, meditations, your intentions for anything you want to empower. magic you'd like to happen. And I'll give you a quick way to do a little magic while you're blessing your holy water. How about that? Now, I like to use a bowl, but I do recommend using a mason jar. Both are excellent. It's because with a bowl, you can gently place everything in the bowl. Look at this. This is a cactus amethyst. And I'll show that to you. Look at that. Not only is this a cluster, but look at all the crystals that are growing out of it. It's amazing. This connects with your crown chakra. Wish I could wear it, but I can't. It's perfect for opening up the crown chakra. And it, being a cluster, it breaks up blocked energy and removes negative energy. So it's something you might want to think about. But it's also something that you can use to help you connect with the heavenly realms and draw down energy. Remember, amethyst, of course, violet is a combination of the root chakra, which is red, and the third eye chakra. So in a way, it kind of completes the circle. So, oh, you're too connected with purple. That's what I think everybody's connected with violet for, and why violet draws us to even buy items that happen to have purple on it. It's because it's complete. It connects all the chakras. Well, look at that. It's a singing bowl. You've got the upper chakras and the lower chakras. No, so don't let anybody tell you, just because you're connected to these upper chakras or violet, that you're not grounded. They're wrong about that. I don't think people know a lot about colors. So, and something else that is extremely important. I'm going to put this in our bowl right now. I'm going to show you how to put this in your bowl. Excuse me. Wait, I think I'll drink a little water. Lead crystal. Perfect. It's antique. Now, when you place something in your bowl, now this is cleansed because it's come out of the ocean. It's seen the sun, it's felt its rays, and the salt water has cleansed it. It's perfect. That's how you clean and make sacred anything. You really don't have to do anything fancy. You don't have to get into essential oils, but I love them, and that's for a time coming. You've got a little rose, red rose. I'd say use it tonight. It's wonderful for the moon, because the lady in the moon, her face is in a pink rose. At least that's what I see when I look up at the moon. Maybe you do too. So, I always bless the water like this. There we go, singing again. You could say this is the 4 directions. You could say this is earth, air, water, fire. Or, if you're partial to Christianity, in nomine Patri et Filio et Spiritus Sanctus, Amen. You could say Mother, Maiden, Crone. Place it in the water. Now, your water needs to be cleaned too. No problem. Very cheap. Just use tap water. Boil it for 10 minutes. Let it cool, of course. If you're going to be working with it, there you go. I'll teach you more blessings in the future. One step at a time, but this is going to be extremely powerful because you're going to be very focused when you do this. The amethyst, we'll put that in too. We'll bless it, make it holy. Place that in. What else shall we place in? You know what this is? Of course, this is connected to the sun. This is 24 karat gold. I use that too. Now, you might need a wand in the future. You might like this. This is a Lemurian seed crystal. Now look very closely at this. It's got a crystal growing inside of it. That's amazing. Now, you can see the difference between this crystal and others. See the ridges? And it grew out of, oh, look at that. Look at that little tiny crystal growing out of it. Crystals are amazing. It grew out of red clay. So it's got a little tinge of peach to it. It's amazing. Perfect. A blessing. Perfect. Focused intention. I put this in the water too. And look at this. This is a selenite. You know what's good about selenite? Well, selenite is self-cleansing, and it breaks through the veil, connects you with the heavenly realm. Perfect. And boy, look at that. Looks like the moon. You know, when you look at the moon, people say, oh, the moon is black and white. It's not. The night sky is deep blue, and the stars are like diamonds. And then the moon with the sun reflecting off of it. Got water vapor around it. How many times have you looked at the moon and you've seen a rainbow around it? Sometimes it's gold. Sometimes it's pink. So the moon has got lots of colors. But look at that. It's almost like a moonstone. It's a blue moonstone, a grey moonstone. Look at this. It's perfect. You know, a druid priest taught me that before he does ritual, this is what he does. And you might want to do this, and this is extremely cheap, before you begin your ritual on the full moon. Though I don't recommend it because I think it's kind of drying. I did it though. It worked pretty good. He uses one of those huge boxes of baking soda and a huge box of sea salt. And he takes a bath in it before ritual, before he goes on shamanistic journeys. And that really draws out all the negative energy and helps him get, but remember, after you do that, you have to connect, you have to focus. In the description box below, I've put a meditation, a guided meditation, that's going to help you focus, help you connect with the heavenly realms, bring you peace. Very, very important, this focus. Focus is the most important part of ritual. To achieve any type of magic, to make it powerful and effective. Focus. Any spell, any prayer, anything you do, any magical word, It's the intention that's behind it. Even if you learn Reiki, and then you learn the symbols, and the symbols are in Japanese and Tibetan, there's all sorts of sources for those symbols. And it's really the intention behind it. You get to a point where you stop drawing the symbols and you just connect with the energy. That's what's so important when I say focus. It's connecting. Connecting to the energy, connecting to the upper realms, and connecting to the realms below your feet, none of which are negative. The earth is very pure. And remember, there's another selenite wand. I like to use 2 in each hand. More powerful, more balanced. Wait till I show you this. This is also for free. You can find this in the woods. I found this next door. Sycamore tree connects with the goddess Isis. She's a sycamore. Pass by a sycamore, say hello to her. Look at that. Look at how a sycamore loses its bark. Sheds its bark. It's almost like she's self-sacrificing. Huh? There's your wand. You don't need to buy anything. It's more powerful than this. I don't know. Ask the fairies and the elves and the wood nymphs. Tell you. Very powerful. Show you this. I made this. It's amethyst. Chrysocolla. Connects with the throat chakra. Amethyst. Why do you think I'm wearing pearls? Well, pearls and silver connect with the moon. Beautiful. Huh? Seashell, also free. Perfect for holding incense. Sorts of little things. Put that on my altar. Altar doesn't need to have anything fancy. Even fancy like this. This is old. Came into my possession. Put this down. And what's this? Abalone shell. Of course, you can burn incense in this. And when you do, it connects with the water. It's earth. Incense is also earth. It's made up of resins and herbs and blossoms, bark, and wood, and essential oils. A lot of wonderful things. Burn that in here. We've got earth, air, water, fire. Very powerful shamanistic tool. I don't burn anything in there. Why? I think it's too pretty. I don't want to destroy it. I've got other ways of connecting earth, air, water, fire. Everybody's got their ways. There you go. What's that? Circle. Don't forget when you do your ritual, you've got to create a circle. All magic traditions do. And what do you do? Well, you take all your little things, geometry, sacred geometry. That pink Himalayan sea salt. You might want to use that. I say it connects with the moon. Pink female energy. Wonderful. Divine feminine. Look at that. You can use that in your water. All holy water has sea salt in it. For rebirth, sanctification, removal of negative energy, and all salt, should you not have the chance to gather up crystals or go to the seashore and get your shells or your polished stones. Sea salt. It's crystals. It's sacred geometry. It's really all you need. Oh yes. And as you add it, you say a prayer. You chant. You can say love. You can say home. It's good to chant. Get a good hum going. Or ease. Remember, God is one. In the Vedas, they believe that God is one. Now the Brahmins, the priestly caste, at the time were the only ones who knew how to read and write and could study the Vedas. And the Holy Scriptures were passed down through them. Unfortunately, it turned into the caste system. It's a horrible thing. But in the Vedas, as it says in the Mahabharata, colors, the chakras. Yes, I'm into Indian things and Tibetan things. I am. It says that not only is God in all things, God is all things. Just as the drop of rain falls into the ocean and vanishes, is it any different? There is no difference. Are you any different? Are you any separate from the divine? It doesn't matter what sex you are. God, of course, is both and neither, if God is the creator. See, in the Vedas, God is so complex to teach the different aspects of God, the many miracles and divine things that God does. God had to be explained into individual characters, individual gods and goddesses. That way, you see, in India, people adore, they have a God that's close to them for many reasons. Just like you have a friend that shares similar interests, likes to do similar things, likes to perform good works, acts of charity, generosity, creativity, similar to you. So you might find a god or goddess, just like the gods and goddesses in all traditions, that's close to you. So that way you can get closer to God. God is a good friend, brother, or sister, or child. That's what the divine should be. Not only the sublime, but joy. God is the ultimate joy. Now, you can use distilled water. If you don't have time to boil, tap, if you've got that with you, or you can grab a hold of rose water. If there's an Asian market near you, it's only about $2. It's wonderful. And grab a little vodka. No, not to drink, as a preservative for the water. I would suggest get vodka made with potatoes, not grain. That way it's gluten-free. And if you're going to use it as a blessing for anyone who's celiac, who's gluten intolerant, that would be perfect. You don't have to worry about anything. But I would say about 1/36 of a jar or the bowl. And if you don't want to use that at all, put it in the refrigerator. It's very simple. Now, here's some other stones I like to use. This is a malachite. Can you see that? What's wonderful about malachite? It's opaque, which indicates strength. And we need that on our heart, don't we? And this, it's my favorite, my birthstone. Color of my eyes. Look at this. This is an emerald in the raw. Marvelous for healing. Now, you ask, why is the heart chakra green and the heart chakra is pink? Now, how is that Himalayan sea salt staying on there? Magic. No, it's a little oil. Well, I'll tell you something about the chakras. Violet, indigo, aqua, green, yellow, vibrant orange, red. But above and below, white, much like this light, golden light. See that? It's got a little color to it. Below our feet, it's a deep, deep, deep burgundy, and then turns into black. Now, when the upper and lower colors meet, you have pink. It's white. Now, remember, there's lots of things that you need to do before ritual. Purifying yourself. Very simple. I say, walk out in the sunlight. Remember the earth under your feet. Look at a tree. See how its branches take in the sunlight. Absorb the sunlight and the heavenly realms. And its feet are in the soil. And it takes in water and minerals and nutrients. And the roots reach all the way down, gathering and imagine all the crystals and all the gemstones and all the world and all the water, the pure mineral water, everything that's pure. It's in the earth. And the roots of the tree absorb it in. And so you gather from below, life from below, and then you gather the heavenly realms from above. And then it meets in the middle, and it's so pure, isn't it? It's purified. If you don't have any time to take a healing bath, you can throw some drops of essential oil, bergamot for happiness, frankincense connected with gold, sanctification, myrrh is also sanctification. Rose, the heart, Our Lady, very healing. Lavender is purifying. You know, lavender and lemongrass were also considered spikenard. Ancient Egyptians used it. Hint, hint. It couldn't be the spikenard of today. It kind of smells. I think I'm wrong about the spikenard. I have other reasons to believe that. So, now, future episode, Chimaruta. I'm half Southern Italian. I know a lot about this. I know a lot of secret things too. I'm gonna teach you about that. You can put this in the water if you want. It's perfect. Sacred ladies of southern Italy. They had a different name. They weren't called Strega. Future episode. Don't worry. Oh, lapis. See, why am I concentrating on the upper realms? Third eye, psychic opening. Why am I doing that? Why? It's because the earth is so miserable at times. Life pours things on us. Then we have to cleanse ourselves. And we find it so difficult. But it's very simple. Remember the tree. Touch a tree. Take your shoes off and put your feet on its roots. Draw on the light from above. Draw in from below. Pretend your feet are roots. Very simple. Sprinkle a little salt on your head. If you have no time for a bath, you take a shower. Remember, keep your eyes closed. Put it on your head and rinse it off. Dissolve some salt in water. Or scrub your face with baking soda. Splash your face with it. That way there's no crystals in it to get into your eyes. How about that? Plunge your hands in salt water. It's a one way of removing negative energy. Get yourself ready for ritual. Oh, and of course, drink some warm water with a couple tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. Or half a lemon in a glass of water every day. Purifies you and also helps you lose weight, which is always extremely important. So there's a lot of ways to get you prepared for initiation. Eating clean, pesticides, no chemicals. freshly picked vegetables and fruits under the waxing moon. Why under the waxing moon? Because when essential oil is made, either the leaves or the flowers, the petals are picked under the waxing moon, because the energy from the roots of the plant come to the tips, just like the tide, is drawn up by the pull of the moon. Actually, it is kind of scientific, so don't let anybody who doesn't believe in magic or miracles poo-poo that. If you can, if you have a friend that has a garden, or if you do, pick roses. Pull off the petals and cast them in the water. Blessing. Remember, the meditation that I made for you is very good because it helps you connect with the love in your heart. And before you do ritual, it's very important to connect with the love in your heart. Whatever you do, whatever motion you make, this world is very good. Oh, this is very good. I use this all the time. In fact, do this. Do this with your hands. Do this. Play a little bit. That's the increase of energy. Yes, the goddess swirl, but it's also the Holy Spirit. So there's more than one tradition, and that's very good. The swirl. Increase of energy. Remember, this is decrease. You want to pull some energy out? Put some energy in. Very good. Now, what other wonderful things we have here? Oh, this is an example of red rose water from India. Sisters in India now. And you hear those bowls? Those Tibetan bowls. They don't make them as good anymore. I used to work in a Tibetan store. They used to make these really good. Not anymore. It's too light. But this is a Tibetan bowl. You can see that. The color. Now the color here, this is emerald. This is aqua. Right here. It's blue-green color. Connects with that. Look at that. Like the chakras, the circles. There you go. There. Little blocks. Great little circles of your chakras. Open them up. Get them all spinning in the right directions. See what other fun stuff do we have. I use this on my altar. It's wonderful. Intensifying energy, drawing it down. Which reminds me, get yourself a piece of paper. Remember, we're going to take advantage of this full moon. Get yourself a piece of paper. Write your intention on it. Make a cross. Make a swirl, increasing energy. There you go. Swirl around your intention. You've blessed it already. Essential oil. This is blessed. Some very special days I bless this. It's very intense. Bless it. Essential oil. Bless it with a little salt. I love salt. To eat it too. Fold it in a triangle, nice and tight. Bless it. You can draw a symbol over it, draw a symbol on it. I'm giving you a lot of my hints. And take that. Put that underneath your bowl, under the moonlight. Or, if you have to leave it and you can't be out there, put it in a mason jar. Put your crystals in the mason jar, your gold, your gemstones in the mason jar. Meditate. Pour your heart. Put it in. Close the lid. Bless it. You can put it in the moonlight. Hide it in the roots of a tree. Put it in your window if you can't get outside. You can bring it to a friend's house. The window is wonderful. In fact, this window is extraordinary here because the moon comes. She comes at the end of my backyard over the tree. I see her pass. And she passes by my window. And my altar is right there. I could put anything on my altar. The moonlight shines right in the window, right on my altar. I don't know, I'm blessed. I can even take pictures of her out that window if I don't want to go outside. If it's cold, excuse me, I have to drink some water. So if you have a window, even if you can't see her, the moonlight descends on everything. Remember, it's crystalline. So you've got water. I'm sure you can get some salt. Too much salt at sea. I'd say 1/4 cup. I like a lot. Put it in the windowsill. Put your intention underneath it. Bless it. Bless it throughout the night. Keep sending energy to it. Keep blessing it. Keep blessing it. Can you feel? Look. There you go. I just blessed you. You're initiated. You never expected that, did you? Don't worry. It's all good. It's all good. Now, I say, you also use this. If you're outside and look, dragonfly, Native American legend about the dragonfly. Dragonfly was once a dragon and it lost its magic and became a dragonfly. Remember your magic, your courage. Never forget. Hear that? The Vajra draws down energy. It's Tibetan, it's ancient. It's the bell and the Vajra. The Vajraha, Buddha. that, the balance above and below. Yeah. Drawing in the energy above and below, down into you. It's very easy to sanctify, to purify, to remove negative energy, to bless yourself. Comes right from Nepal. Now, is anything else? Look at this marvelous crystal. Marvelous. In time, don't worry, you'll collect them. And just don't go out and just grab anything unless you feel drawn to it. Let them come to you. Each one is very special. Each one has a story. So, remember, if you smoke, cut down or not at all. Eat purely. Take a healing bath. I'll write as much as I can. I'll put it in the description box. And you can follow and get whatever you want. Watch the video again. If you've forgotten something. See what else. Let me look around here if I have forgotten anything. No, I think I've shown you everything. Another little sip of water. Sorry. I'm always thirsty. Too much salt? Maybe. Anyway, now, so, mason jar, wide bowl, if you don't want to use a mason jar, or you can use both. The bowl is good because it's wide. You can place everything in it, bless it, make sure everything is clean, make sure you clean everything. It's always good to take a shower or a bath before you do ritual work. If you have ceremonial garb, in cold weather I wear velvet. Warm weather I'll wear kimono. This is the sash to my kimono. This kimono, I have more than one kimono. They're both over 100 years old. Look at this. Vibrant, it's life. Remember, you're always grounded. Your feet are always pointed towards the earth, towards the roots. And you have this vital color pumping within you. Huh? You're always grounded. We're always connected to the lower chakras. The problem is we forget that we're divine too. That's our problem. That's why this is a sacred night, the night of the full moon, during the waxing moon. And I'll tell you why. The waning moon is actually very, very good. It's very important. It's just as good. It's because we need to remember we're divine. We need to remember the colors of these upper chakras. We need to remember to connect to the Absolute, to God, to all that is. Forget the divine is within us. And we forget to reconnect. And we can anytime. The world paints layers and layers over us and over our eyes. And we don't see. and we forget. And that's sad. No worries. We can reconnect. Look at all these wonderful little things. God, this is amazing, isn't it? And there's so much more I'm going to teach you. I hope you stay. I hope you come back. Because I have a very, very old lineage. I have no one to pass it on to. I have no children. And I never will. I have dogs, though. I'm very happy with that. But I want to pass it on to you. Somebody's got to know it, because it's extremely ancient. In fact, I may never say the name. It's that old and that sacred. So, I'll remind you below what to get. Remove the jar from the window. Take the bowl in from the night before sunrise. Though if you accidentally get a little sunlight in there in the morning, oh, you've got the sun and the moon, don't worry about it. I know other traditions that no, it's not. You might actually need a little spark of sunlight touching the water. Don't let it cook, because that wouldn't be good. You don't want anything growing in it, because the sunlight will cook it, cause things to grow. Oh, but if it has a little blessing of the morning light, don't worry about it. And if you have something midnight blue or violet, but if you have black, it's good too. Or deep green. Lay it on the ground, or lay it on the floor of your room. Place the bowl in the center, or the mason jar, and any items you can't fit in, lay it around in a flower pattern. This is important also because sometimes you can lose things in the night in the grass. You know where everything is, but it's a way to bless it. Walk around it 3 times. Chant. Focus on everything that's before you. Focus on the center. Focus on each item, each petal of the flower. Chant. If you have a sacred prayer, say it as you go around 3 times. Do that at least 3 times during the night, at intervals of 3 hours, half hours, 45 minutes. And if you have lots of time, do 3 more, and that's 3 more. 3, 3, 3. Believe it or not, the number of creation, it's very powerful. Sacred in all traditions, so is the number 7. And bless it. It's always good. This is important because it draws in the power from each direction, the elements. Don't worry about it. It's not just connected to Christianity. It's far older. We're drawing in the energy, and in the center, it intensifies the power. That's the connection. See how strong that is. There you go. Center of your circle, center of the flower, and below will be your intention. Whatever you want, that's good and wonderful, that should come to pass. So, I hope you join me again And I hope for the opportunity of teaching you again, teaching you further along this lineage. So have a wonderful full moon. Oh yes, the waning moon. Time for deep meditation. Going in, introspection, into the soul. As the moon decreases, the covering of the blue of the universe. It's not bad, it's good. It's depth. It isn't evil. It's a cloak of creation. We go inward, in, and that way you can look into your soul, into your heart, to see your own divinity. Focus the lapis blue of your third eye. That's where you're gonna go during the waning moon. Come back. I have much to teach you. Thank you for spending this time with me. Much love. Blessings, stillness,